Hello guys, welcome to Green Water Fish. Some of you guys has requested a video on Ranchu versus Lionhead. So I thought this was a good topic to talk about because I have been confused about Ranchu and Lionhead for the longest time. So I just want to show you guys some clips that I took from a local fish store and also discuss some of the standards. So this is a standard drawing picture of Lionhead versus Ranchu. If you can guess right, the top one would be Lionhead and the bottom one would be Ranchu. I bet you can tell some difference from the drawings, but I'm just gonna verbally explain it to you how they're different. Let's talk about similarities to begin with, shall we? So as you can see here, they both have pretty prominent wing growth, and we already discussed about this in our prior video on around the goldfish. Basically, Ranchu or Lionhead, they have to have prominent head growth or wing growth at 3 areas in their cranial, cheek, and gill plate. And all 3 areas has to be pretty well developed equally. One area should not predominate the other area. Now the striking difference between the two fish is their back profile. For Lionhead, the back is pretty much straight all the way to closer to the tail, or what we call a caudal fin, which is the area that connects the body to the tail. The back is pretty much straight all the way towards the caudal fin, and then it has a gentle slope downwards. However, for Ranchu, the back is pretty dramatically going downwards towards the back, almost like an arch. And there's one thing that you need to look for when selecting Lionhead or Ranchu is because those fish are dorsal-less fish, meaning that they don't have the dorsal fin. And when you look at the back, you want to make sure the back is as smooth as possible. You don't want to see even a little bit of nibbit or residual dorsal whatever on the back. Another difference between Lionhead and Ranchu is the tail. When you look at the angle between the back and the top side of the tail in the picture, for a Lionhead, the angle, we call it obtuse angle, meaning the angle is greater than 90 degrees. But for Ranchu, the desirable angle is 45 degrees. Fins, they have to be paired for both fish, and I'm talking about pectoral fin, meaning the fin that's coming out of their chest, the ventral fin, meaning the fin that's coming out of their belly, and the anal fin, the fin that's near their butt, basically. Then for their caudal fin, which is the fin that's the pretty part that everybody talks about, the spread of the caudal fin should be between 25 and 75 degrees. And when I'm talking about the degrees, I'm talking about from the most outside side of the caudal fin, we call it the shoulder. This is because when the spread is too small, the tail usually looks collapsed, or when the fin is too wide spread out, the fish might sink down. So basically, you just kind of gauge by the fish swimming motion and by eyeballing, basically, just to see if the fish is well balanced. And this is true for both Lionhead or Ranchu fish. So that's about it for Lionhead fish. For Ranchu fish, there's a couple more things that I need to talk about. So Ranchu is a little bit quote-unquote complicated because people are just more into Ranchu compared to Lionhead, I suppose. And there are 2 views that people talk about. There's side view and top view. For side view, it's pretty much what I've told you so far, especially when you pay attention to the tail, to the back angle. But for top view, there's a couple more things that we will need to consider. For top view Ranchu, the fish has to look rectangular. And we're talking about especially the wen. The wen has to grow in a certain way that the head looks rectangular, as shown in this picture. And then second of all, the caudal peduncle, remember that I talked about early on? The peduncle has to look thick enough to adequately support the fish and the tail. And then you want to look at the shoulder. And then you want the shoulder to be spread out enough so that the fish look balanced. And lastly, which is the more technical part of the criteria, the bracelet that I marked in the picture where the peduncle and the tail joints, That bracelet ideally should be only covered by 1 to 2 scales. And the center tail core should not penetrate the bracelet. And the caudal fin base, which you will be able to see once you flip the fish over, should be as large and as full as possible in order to support the fish. The ideal caudal fin base will cause the caudal fin to spread out like a flower, so it'll be really pretty. And then based on the pattern of the coloration of the fish, there are many different names for different patterns. It's all in Japanese. You can certainly Google it online. I don't remember all of them, but if you're interested, just go ahead and Google it. So now you should be an expert in Lionhead and Ranchu now. Now that you look at this clip that I took from the local fish store, can you tell which is Ranchu, which is Lionhead? I can't. And I don't know how to label this fish as Lionhead and a prior fish as Ranchu. You will say that, oh, this is so bad, and this is true, and that's exactly why people are confused about these two kind of fish. So now you should have a better idea of what they are. And last but not least, as my parting gift, I'm gonna play a game with you guys. I'm gonna show you some pictures, can be Lionhead, can be Ranchu, and you guess what they are. And I'm gonna tell you the answer at the end of each picture, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!